Alright, so this was unexpected and for sure the biggest change in meta strategies so far. Ever. Interesting? Yeah. Good? Well, we need to talk about it. Hey, I'm here, so welcome to the VeryEvilShadow channel. Meta just announced a new era of mixed reality where they're actually gonna partner with new hardware manufacturers to actually create more Quest devices, where the OS is not gonna be just for the Quest, but also for whoever want to partner with them and build with their own operating system. That means already new headsets from Asus with the ROG branding, once again Lenovo, and an Xbox VR headset. Well, that was unexpected, yeah. But that's not all, this is huge, so let's discover it together in this video. Let's get into it. First of all, this video is sponsored by CukTech. And yeah, it's a quite useful way to more than double your Vision Pro and your Quest battery while even charge your phone and your Steam Deck. CukTech sells many different batteries and accessories, and this is the battery pack I was really looking for, the CukTech 20. With a whopping 25,000 mAh capacity, charging up to 210 watts. Extra fast. Don't worry though, it's still completely airline safe, coming at 88 watt-hours. It has 3 ports, 1 USB Type-A and 2 USB Type-C, one with input and output, so you can still charge the battery while charging all the rest. The cool thing, it's so powerful that you don't get any discharge in the headset or the Steam Deck while using it. It will be exactly like plugging it to the wall. And there's also a screen in the front with all the info about charging, like ampere, watts and volts details, the precise percentage of the battery and its estimated battery life, or how long it's gonna take to charge. There's also a fancy futuristic like strip, because why not? If you're looking for a battery bank powerful enough for your power-hungry devices, check it out in the description below to learn more about it. And of course, thanks to CukTech for sponsoring this video. Alright, here we are. So to start, I'm gonna leave below the link with the blog from Meta directly. So if you wanna get to the source by yourself, you can do it, of course, but we're here to actually talk about it and at the end also give you a bit of my opinion of all this situation that is for sure weird. Because yeah, this is huge. Their biggest move yet is not just a catchphrase, this actually changes everything completely. Because from yesterday, Meta is not gonna be anymore that kind of console business when they have the hardware and the software on it to run their games. But while maintaining, and this is important, their Quest platform, they're also gonna start to give the OS to different hardware manufacturers if they wanna build their own headset with very specific ideas. What does it mean? Well, Quest OS is not gonna be Quest OS anymore, but it's been renamed to Meta Horizon OS. That is the new name of the operating system that different companies can now start to use. And this combines the core technologies powering today mixed reality experiences with a suite of features that put social presence at the center of the platform. That means that they're gonna make available all the technologies they worked on, like a pass-through, mixed reality, of course VR, the tracking, the spatial anchors, create a full mixed reality ecosystem that many people can use. So going from a more closed platform like the console market it was before to a substitute to actually Android. And this is very interesting because it seems like the competition right now is actually with Google itself, that in the meantime is trying to build their own XR platform in collaboration with Samsung. So these new Meta Horizon OS devices will actually feature a nice sticker on the box, like they show over here, built with Meta Horizon OS. They're gonna be able to access the store that right now has been renamed to Meta Horizon Store, where to find all the different immersive applications that we used to know right now with Quest, and everything will feel very familiar because they're gonna use the same software that we have on the Quest 2, on the Quest 3, on the Quest Pro, even being able to use the MetaQuest app on our phones. So yeah, the full ecosystem will actually be shared with these new hardware manufacturers. Oh, by the way, they're renaming also the app that is gonna be the Meta Horizon app. So yeah, why renaming everything with Horizon? Because Horizon will be now the complete platform, while the Quest is gonna be just the brand for their own hardware thing, the Quest 3 Lite and what we're gonna see in the future. What's interesting here that this is the move for standalone of what it was Windows Mixed Reality for PC VR before it failed and got discontinued. Cool, Microsoft. But anyway, the exciting thing, we have already some big confirmation on big new hardware partners that are gonna build new headsets from Meta. The first one is gonna be Asus with their ROG brand, so Republic of Gamers, that will use its expertise in gaming solutions to develop an all-new performance gaming headset. It's very interesting that they actually talk about performance, because in the blog a bit later they also talk about the fact that everything will work on the new Qualcomm platform with the XR2 Gen 2 processor. Because yeah, while performance will be mildly better, probably for better cooling or, new solution, overclocking or something like that, well, it's still the same processor. So let's not expect a new generation, but maybe something that works a bit better, like the Quest Pro worked a bit better than the Quest 2. Kind of like that. The other partner is actually Lenovo. This is interesting because they actually developed the Oculus Rift S back in the days that was made directly by them, and they were also partners with LG of the old Google XR platform that then got discontinued. Killed by Google, like pretty much everything. Their idea is a bit different though, because they're gonna build hardware using their expertise in engineering leading devices like the ThinkPad laptop series to develop mixed reality devices for productivity, learning and entertainment. So yeah, maybe something smaller with very high resolution displays to actually use to substitute your monitor, but using still the Meta Horizon OS. And that sounds awesome to me. But now, that's a big one, because yeah, we're talking about Xbox. Xbox and Meta already partnered in the past with the Xbox Cloud Gaming, so you can already stream games from the cloud to our Meta Quest 2, Meta Quest 3, well, the entire platform. It actually works pretty well. Also on the store, we can find already all the Microsoft productivity apps like PowerPoint, Word, Excel, and something like that. But this is different because this time they're actually partnering on hardware, but it might not be what you're actually expecting, because now they're working together again to create a limited edition Meta Quest inspired by Xbox. So yeah, while the dream of having the Xbox rendering the game to actually send to the Meta Quest to play in a very Link similar matter is not actually happening yet. Hopefully it will happen in the future, so we don't have an actual Xbox VR headset. What is gonna happen, we're gonna have a branded Meta Quest, so pretty much a Meta Quest 3 with a different aesthetics, and confirmed by Zuckerberg that is gonna ship with an Xbox controller in the box. So that means that you're gonna be ready right away to play your Xbox Cloud games. Now, is this a cool strategy from Xbox? I don't think so. I think it's an half-baked thing, but I'm really looking forward to see something different in the aesthetic of the Quest 3. Different colors, different brands, different environments and software. Might be cool. You never know. And by the way, all of this is actually a step to create a more open platform than what Meta had before. Part of it is also pretty cool because they're gonna remove completely App Lab. I mean, not completely, but they're gonna integrate it directly in the store. So everyone will actually be able to find the applications without going through all the different links that we had in the past and, not discoverability at all. That means that the store right now is gonna be much more open. So everyone will be able to just put their apps on it and you're gonna be able to find them directly in the store. Again, in a very similar matter of what's happening right now on Google with the Google Play. And it's kind of clear that all these moves are actually to compete directly with Google and their new Android XR platform that Meta actually refused to be part of, because Google wants to take completely control of the Android operating system when talking about XR. Instead, Meta decided to stand their ground and say, we worked a lot on this, we did a very big investment in the past to have this operating system working, to have our partnerships and something like that. So if you want, you can actually bring the Play Store on the Meta platform, and it's actually pretty funny that they mention it even in this blog, talking about all these changes. But yeah, the Meta platform is not gonna be part of the Google platform. But yeah, what do I think about it? What is the good and the bad about this move? Well, I think it's kind of weird because, it's great that they're actually opening the system, the operating system, to everyone to build on, but is it gonna be a share on the store? Because building VR headsets is very expensive, and Even Meta is actually selling the Quest under cost. So this creates a bit of a discrepancy with the other manufacturers, because usually when who makes the software makes also the hardware, it makes like a very high-end version of the hardware to don't really destroy the competition of the new hardware manufacturers that are gonna arrive. We see it on Android. The Pixels are actually higher tier, you know, sometimes with the most sold smartphones with Android. Apple, well, doesn't count because it's not an open ecosystem. Microsoft did the same with Surface. Surface is very expensive, and then we have all the other manufacturers doing their own thing, so they can actually sell. But imagine if Microsoft made the Surface extra cheap, or if Google made the Pixels extra cheap with the best software hardware combination, why would I actually want to buy the rest? I mean, the others really need to nail the niche they're working on to actually be able to make some money and to, you know, sell to people. Because why buy a Lenovo headset when the Quest is so good already and cheaper? So is there gonna be a store share for the other manufacturers, or are they gonna be able to put a new store in the software as well? We don't know that yet. Also, it comes to my mind that it would be absolutely awesome if Pico, that is kind of struggling with software and the apps for their system, their hardware, that are very, very good. Actually, I always consider Pico hardware better than the Quest hardware, the past generation. It would be super interesting if it would actually become a build with Meta or Ryzen OS hardware manufacturers. It will solve so many problems, and maybe, you know, we'll start to see more of this around. Anyone can dream. Overall though, I think it's a great move, mostly because they can focus more on software to actually improve it, to compete also with Apple, for example, that is kind of ahead in a way in some software features, even if they arrived so much later. So they can focus on it, focus on a very particular hardware that they want to make, and let the other manufacturers like create the mix, create like, you know, the marketing strategy and everything to actually grow all together. I mean, I don't really see a negative in the move, but the way it's gonna be delivered, well, that's important, because you don't want Meta to kill their own competition, you know, creating hardware that is too good to pass on. It's kind of tricky, I know, also because I want to see more Quest hardware and, you know, cheap hardware, because cheap is good. I like cheap. But anyway, guys, what do you think about it? Do you like the move? Would you actually like to see an actual Xbox VR headset coming in the future? Would you consider something from Asus or something from Lenovo to have like better resolution or kind of a bit better performance from your headset? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you like the video, like. If you didn't like the video, like. Subscribe to the channel for more VR tech. If you really love the channel, join button on there. Later on further, also the Patreon. Thanks to all the Patreons who join the channel, of course. And I see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.